Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to the channel, where we meticulously unravel the intricate tapestry of the British royal family. Today we are diving deep into a fascinating and perhaps highly fraught moment where the solemn duties of the crown clash dramatically with the glittering allure of Hollywood. We are examining the very specific timing of a key statement released by King Charles' office, a message that followed swiftly on the heels of an announcement regarding the professional future of the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle. This confluence of events has quite understandably raised more than a few eyebrows among royal watchers and commentators across the globe, forcing us to consider the enduring tension between duty and commercial ambition. Before we embark on this detailed exploration of royal protocol, philanthropic endeavors, and the future of the Sussexes' titles, please do take a moment to show your support. Hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss one of our comprehensive royal updates. Your engagement truly helps us continue to bring you these in-depth reports. Part 1. The Crown's Resolute Focus. Prince William's Triumph. The story begins not in the dazzling lights of California, but under the banner of serious global responsibility. On the 6th day of November, the official social media channels of the royal family, the very voice of the institution, sounded a note of profound achievement, and celebration. Their tribute was dedicated entirely to the resounding success of the Earthshot Prize Awards ceremony, spearheaded by the future monarch, Prince William. This was no small matter. The Earthshot Prize, now in its 5th iteration, represents one of Prince William's most significant and personal achievements since he fully embraced his role as the Prince of Wales. The palace's decision to flood the channels with heartfelt adoration and vivid imagery of the event served as a powerful declaration of the firm's current priorities: sustainability, innovation, and global leadership. The released imagery itself was compelling. A series of professionally curated photographs captured the essence of the momentous occasion. We saw not only the Prince of Wales himself, embodying a commitment to environmental stewardship, but also a diverse array of participants: influential climate activists, recognized scientific leaders, and indeed a roster of high-profile celebrities who lent their star power to the crucial cause. The underlying goal of the entire production was crystal clear: to dramatically raise global awareness about the severity and urgency of climate change. Buckingham Palace, in its official messaging, did not simply acknowledge the event. It lauded William's tireless efforts with specific and weighty language. The message released to the public read, "The Earthshot Prize founded by the Prince is a global challenge to find, support, and celebrate those who turn bold ideas into real solutions to repair our planet." This statement speaks volumes, framing the prize not merely as an award show, but as a critical, large-scale global mechanism designed for actionable change. The message continued, offering a powerful summary of the ceremony's impact. Yesterday's ceremony provided a moment of celebration, highlighting the impact achieved by past Earthshot winners and finalists, and sparking the imaginations of young people around the world who could be future prize winners. The emphasis here is on legacy, inspiration, and the continuity of the mission. Prince William is positioning himself, and by extension the monarchy, as a central figure in the global fight for a sustainable future. The timing of this extensive laudatory tribute is highly significant, for it was released precisely when another royal narrative, one far more commercially driven, was beginning to dominate the news cycle. Part 2. The Hollywood Bombshell. Meghan's Return. For those who may not be entirely up to speed on the recent seismic shifts within the royal periphery, King Charles's spokesperson made the initial, calculated statement regarding the Earthshot success immediately following a distinctly non-royal revelation. The Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, who has not been an active working member of the firm since early 2020, but retains her royal title, dropped what many are calling a professional bombshell on the royal establishment. Meghan Markle is making a comeback to the acting world. This news represents a profound reversal, of course, for the Duchess, who had publicly stepped back from her high-profile career after marrying Prince Harry in the grand ceremony of 2018. For years, Meghan was a highly recognizable figure, beloved by fans of the renowned legal drama Suits, where she played the character of Rachel Zane. Her transition from successful actress to global royal was seen as the ultimate fairy tale, but her subsequent return to the screen, even years later, carries immense implications for her relationship with the monarchy. The initial reports surfaced just one day prior to the Earthshot tribute. On November 5th, The Sun, a publication keenly tuned into royal developments, reported that the mother of Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet had been spotted in a very specific professional setting, on the set of an upcoming film project in California. The film in question is reportedly titled Close Personal Friends. While initial reports were based on sightings, the situation gained undeniable credibility when People magazine, known for its reliable celebrity reporting, confirmed the development. According to their sources, the Duchess has secured a small part in the upcoming movie. As of the current moment, concrete details regarding the nature of her role, the size of her screen time, or the potential release date remain tightly under wraps. But even this minimal information has been enough to ignite a firestorm of speculation. The critical question echoing through the halls of commentary is unavoidable. Will Meghan Markle's return to acting, a highly commercial endeavor, put her retained royal title at risk? Part 3. The risk to the title, protocol and precedent. The issue of royal titles and commercial activities is notoriously complex, governed less by rigid law and more by centuries of unwritten tradition and, crucially, public perception. When Meghan Markle married Prince Harry and became the Duchess of Sussex, she willingly put her acting career on hold, recognizing the inherent conflict between a working royal role and the pursuit of paid, highly visible commercial work. While the Sussexes are no longer working royals, they remain members of the immediate royal family. And by significantly, they still utilize the titles bestowed upon them by the late Queen Elizabeth II, and now affirmed by King Charles III. The challenge lies in the potential for their use of titles, Duke and Duchess of Sussex, to be seen as leveraging royal status for personal, financial gain in the highly lucrative world of film and television. This is where the discussion turns serious, touching upon the stern precedent set by King Charles and Prince William in recent history, namely, the difficult and painful decision concerning the status of Prince Andrew. While the circumstances surrounding the Duke of York are vastly different and involve deeply serious allegations and public disgrace, the core mechanism used by the palace to strip him of his military patronages and the right to use his Royal Highness style remains pertinent. The palace demonstrated an unwavering resolve to protect the integrity of the institution, even if it meant removing highly visible status markers from a senior member of the family. The argument, in the case of Prince Andrew, was one of protecting the reputation of the crown. If the monarchy has proven willing to take such drastic measures to distance itself from controversy, royal observers naturally question whether similar mechanisms could be employed if Meghan's acting career becomes too distracting, too commercially focused, or is perceived as actively exploiting her connection to the royal family. Crucially, the palace has remained silent on the issue of Meghan's titles following her spotting on the film set. This silence, however, is often more deafening than any statement. It signifies that the situation is currently under consideration, or at the very least, that the firm is carefully calculating its next move in the ever-delicate dance of public relations and institutional preservation. Royal protocol dictates that members of the family, even those who have stepped back, should avoid activities that could bring the monarchy into disrepute or activities that overtly capitalize on their royal status. A small artistic role might be permissible. A major blockbuster using her title in promotional materials certainly would not. The line between acceptable artistic pursuit and unacceptable commercial exploitation is razor thin, and the decision on where that line falls ultimately rests with the king. Consider the commercial weight carried by the title Duchess of Sussex. If the film Close Personal Friends decides to heavily feature Meghan's royal status in its marketing, even implicitly, it immediately raises the stakes. It forces the palace to decide whether they can tolerate a situation where a royal title is used to sell movie tickets or streaming subscriptions, especially when the working members of the family are dedicated to promoting non-profit, global humanitarian, and environmental initiatives like the Earthshot Prize. The contrast is stark. On one side, Prince William is leading a global mission to repair our planet, a fundamentally selfless and enduring endeavor. On the other, the Duchess of Sussex is returning to the highly competitive and profit-driven realm of entertainment. This juxtaposition is at the heart of the current media frenzy. Part 4. The subtle counterprogramming. Let us now return to the timing of King Charles' office statement. The announcement about Meghan's return to acting broke on November 5th. The widespread, detailed tribute to Prince William's Earthshot Prize success was officially released on November 6th. This timing is almost certainly not accidental. In the highly controlled environment of royal communications, every statement, every photograph, and every tribute is carefully scheduled and calibrated. The release of the extensive, glowing coverage of the Earthshot Prize served as perfect counter-programming to the Hollywood headlines. If the public narrative risked being dominated by stories of the Duchess pursuing a commercial, entertainment-based career, the palace ensured that the official narrative was equally, if not more, saturated with images of duty, dedication, and high-minded philanthropy. The message from the Crown, issued through the celebration of William's achievement, was a subtle but profound reminder of what constitutes legitimate royal work in the eyes of the institution. It reinforced the idea that the core function of senior royals is to address global challenges, support innovation, and inspire future generations, not to star in feature films. The decision to focus heavily on the Earthshot Prize provided King Charles and his team with the opportunity to communicate their values without ever having to mention Meghan Markle by name. It was a classic demonstration of the royal strategy. When faced with a distracting or potentially problematic development, pivot swiftly and powerfully to a narrative of stability, solemnity, and crucial public service. Furthermore, the language used in the official message, celebrating those who turn bold ideas into real solutions to repair our planet, stands in sharp contrast to the pursuit of personal ambition. It subtly reinforces the dedication required of those who represent the monarchy on the world stage. This carefully orchestrated move allows the palace to maintain a dignified silence regarding Meghan's professional choices while simultaneously asserting their preferred image and priority. It leaves the public, and perhaps the Duchess herself, to draw the inevitable conclusions about the institution's expectations. Part 5. The future of the Sussexes. The complexity of this situation cannot be overstated. Since their departure, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have navigated a tricky path, attempting to build a financially independent life while retaining the cachet and status afforded by their royal titles. Meghan's return to acting marks a significant escalation in their commercial activities. While it is entirely possible that her role in Close Personal Friends is genuinely minor and purely artistic, the precedent it sets is what worries royal observers. If a small part is acceptable, where is the ultimate boundary? Could this lead to larger roles, potentially even producing or starring in films that might require her to perform scenes, or take roles deemed unsuitable for someone holding a royal title? The scrutiny on the Sussexes is relentless, and any misstep in their commercial endeavors will inevitably be magnified through the lens of their royal status. The palace, currently enjoying the high ground established by Prince William's widely successful Earthshot initiative, holds all the cards. They have demonstrated through the case of Prince Andrew that they are willing to act decisively when the reputation of the crown is at stake. However, it must be reiterated that, as of this extensive discussion, no official comments have been made by Buckingham Palace concerning the potential alteration or revocation of the Duchess of Sussex's royal titles following her appearance on a film set. The situation remains fluid, hinging on the specifics of her role, the way it is marketed, and the ultimate decision of King Charles III regarding the acceptable limits of commerciality for non-working members of his family. The coming months will be critical. If the production company behind Close Personal Friends attempts to capitalize on Meghan's status, or if she pursues further, larger roles, the palace may be forced to break its silence and address the matter directly. Until then, the triumphant success of Prince William's Earthshot Prize serves as the royal family's eloquent, unspoken response. Conclusion and call to action. We have witnessed a fascinating and deeply symbolic clash this November. The global mission of sustainability championed by the future king set against the commercial resurrection of a former actress who still holds a royal title. King Charles' office used the success of the Earthshot Prize not just to celebrate William, but perhaps more strategically to reaffirm the core values of the monarchy in the face of Hollywood distractions. The future of the titles held by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex is now more uncertain than ever, hovering precariously between the demands of royal duty and the realities of commercial independence. This event certainly gives us much to reflect upon regarding the boundaries of royal life in the modern age. What are your thoughts on this delicate situation? Do you believe Meghan Markle's return to acting is a harmless pursuit of her former passion? Or does it represent an unacceptable leveraging of her royal status? Should the palace intervene and address the issue of her title, or should they maintain their dignified silence? We want to hear your opinions. Please share your perspective in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more detailed royal analyses, and join us for our next celebrity and royal update. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.